Swansea Saturday. Do you want to say about Swansea? Because it's home, isn't it? So you will be going where you're Rob.
Yes. Funnily enough, also my current mural is Pablo Hernandez. Talking of Swansea, even though it's not from that match, but it's still indelibly linked with Swansea.
And we talked before about you didn't want to do the stereotypical Gary Speed one. So can you give us a flavour for what the image is of Pablo in your mural?
It's quite stereotypical.
Oh.
not not much choice, but I've put a question on Twitter actually. Other social media platforms are available. Yeah, that dickhead who owns it. Anyway, and I asked people, stop it. People will be screenshotting that.
No.
So
I
asked people. The shirt at the time was sponsored by 32 Red. So I asked the public, should we keep Corsia?
The public. Hang on. You asked the public.
Should I keep it on?
So this is the man. This is the man that doesn't go and ask the crowd or anything, but you asked the public. How exactly did you ask the public, Robert?
Oh, you don't know what I asked them yet because you keep interrupting.
Okay. Tell me, as well as what you asked them, how you asked them. I know you are, but I'm just giving you that lead in. I'm just making your talk exciting, Robert, because I know you're a bit, but I'm just trying to lift the mood. Anyway, off you go. The floor's yours.
Oh my Gideon. Right, yes, I asked. Is that your imaginary friend again? Right, I asked the people, should I keep the logo, the sponsor's logo on, or lose it? And the response was quite staggering, and I got over 20,000 views as well of that particular post. Took me by surprise. Thankfully, not everybody bloody replied. I'll still be there reading it. But anyway, the majority want it kept on, so that's what I've been doing. Yeah, so there you go. But it's a great photo, and the quality of the photo is fantastic. So it means I can add in tons of complicated detail which you didn't get from older photos.
But that's really odd, isn't it? Because most strips, when they haven't got the logo on, or it's pure white, or wherever, they pick, the Leeds fans love that one. So it really surprises me going for logo.
Yeah, I was quite surprised. Not just because it's a betting scum company, but the fact that it's a logo that it's hardly a logo. It's just 32 and almost a standard typeface. So it's all right though. It's all right. Anyway, so nice one. So that's what I'm currently doing. Just sort of finished Gary Speed's, but it's not. No mural I do is finished until I've varnished it, and so I'll I haven't varnished it yet because I'm sure I'll find something wrong with it soon.
Let's talk about that, because I know you've put the photos up, and I think it's I don't like praising you, Robert, but a wonderful piece. Because I know you talked before when we had one of these previously. You talked about this fantastic grid, and he was such a happy guy, wasn't he? Gary Speed, yeah. Absolutely fantastic. So I think you really captured that well. Loved it. So just going on. So tell us a bit about the varnishes. So I think you've talked before about the process going through. Just tell me how you do that, or describe for the people that are going to watch this. What your process is around there? When would you typically do the varnish?
Well, when the weather's good, for one thing, because when it rains, as I've recently found out, any sort of rain sort of gives it a misty effect. The varnish. So John Charles looks old, and even older now, because it got a little bit of rain somehow. Bloody weather. I mean, it wasn't forecast either. But yeah, you got to do it while it's dry, while the paint's dry, and while the weather's dry as well. And it's just it just preserves the image there, because especially because I painted on a brick wall. So we've done 2 undercoats of masonry paint to start with. Then I draw the design on using the grid system, and then I effectively just, it sounds simple, paint whatever I've drawn, and then hope for the best. And then once the paint's dry and I'm happy with it all, then I varnish it to preserve it even for longer. And that's it, really. It's varnish does help as well. It gives it a nice shine. So when you look at it from certain angles, you see shines. Whereas I don't varnish a background, just to give it a little bit of almost depth by not varnishing the background.
All right. So you just varnish the character and leave the back.
That's
almost
effectively it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now when we talked
absolutely
before,
love it.
when we talked before about the murals, you said you'd be delighted to see people down there. Got no problem going down. Have you had many people coming in, saying hello, coming in having a look or whatever? I know you told me about Alan Sutton there. You know, your elbow. So I know you've had the former physio Leeds United there. But did you get many people coming over?
Well, yes and no in a way, because I don't see everybody because I'm facing the wall and my back is to Ellen Road. But you know, when I look back, it's been
like
great.
This, Rob. I've talked to you before. You dub and you wave to your fans.
I fall off my ladder, mate.
Oh, yeah. But you have to use a ladder. You're a short arse, are you?
Yeah, it's 14 foot high, the wall, thanks.
Oh, okay.
Dickhead. And so
Gary Speed is not a dickhead. Thank you very much.
I've made a load of new friends, and people just shouting out and waving, you know. And so far, I don't think any of it's abuse. But having said that, I have my iPod in my ears anyway. So if they are shouting abuse, I'm not hearing it. I'm only hearing music.
You're just waving to go.
Yeah, it's great.
You dickhead.
Yeah, so it's shit. There's Angus again saying, "No, come to Everton."
Angus me coat up formally of this thing. He wouldn't ask you to go to Everton. You'd have to do that photo of Jack and his mum. You know, Jack, mum and Angus visiting there. Have you heard this about he's going to try and pinch some of our staff, some of our wonderful transfer people?
I don't think so. Yeah.
Do you think that's likely? Do you think there's any loyalty in them? Because I would have thought they're particularly loyal to Angus, because I always got the impression he was an implementer rather than leader. You know, people do speak of him highly as a manager and leader, etc. But I would have thought he would have attracted people across with him.
I don't know. I've absolutely no idea of the mechanisations of it all, or machinations. Is that the right word?
Machination.
And to be honest, I mean, good luck to him. Good luck to Everton. But you know, I'm not really interested. I don't mean that. It sounds a bit sour. I don't mean it to be like that. But I don't focus on other clubs. I just focus on our club. So it'd be sad if any poaching goes on.
Yeah, do you reckon?
You know, let's be honest. Is it that important if it does go on off the field sort of personnel?
Well, it depends, because you go through the transfers, the recruitment we've had this last 18 months ago when they've been in. I think it's been absolutely fantastic. I mean, Tanaka, etc. Some of those, I don't believe. Let me think. Even those that haven't been playing, Giavogi maybe, but I don't think there's been any signing that's not worked that they've done.
Yeah, but sorry to interrupt. Yes,
no,
but we need a new keeper, don't we? We've always needed a new number 10. You know, the creative attacking midfield, and also a striker. You know, just to put pressure on the current squad. So I'm sorry, is it that good? No, it's bloody well not. No, it's not. No. We haven't even borrowed. Well, have we? Never mind bought players.
Let's clarify. What I'm talking about, correct. But what I'm talking about is those that they have bought really worked out well.
Yeah.
I think we'd agree that we'll not be able to get the right players, the ones that, you know, everybody seems to know. And I think that might be they're setting the standards for Premier League before we're actually there, getting ahead of a game around that, trying to get, you know, Wendy, who's never going to come. I don't think I have to fall low on hope. But it's this thing about, I think the ones that they have landed have been really first rate, and it's that effectiveness. I think it's better having a team of them rather than just Orta going off on his own. I think that's made a real difference, and I just see it being disruptive, the change, and I worry about that.
I agree with that, but I mean, you sort of heaping praise on people for doing the job. Sorry, you know, they haven't done it. They haven't done it well enough, Dave. I'm sorry, we haven't got enough players competing for very crucial positions. So there you go. So they haven't. Right. So good.
Just reminds me, Robert. Actually, you froze my end.
Enough quality.
Okay, no, I agree that. But you saying there, just doing me job. I remember someone quite recently that we were aware of told us I was just doing me job. Do you remember that? I told you weren't there, obviously, but I told you what was said. Do you remember?
Goebbels?
No, you can just do your job. No, the guy we met at the Irish Centre, Howard. You know, I had a conversation with him and he goes, people ain't going to be interested anymore. You're not going to be interested in a guy who was just doing his job. And I said to him, I think I told you, it was one of those things where you really get worked up. NHS was just doing its job. We clapped for carers. That team was just doing its job. fantastic team spirit. But I think it's this thing about just doing your job. I think you talked about people that are bad and do the job, but actually, just doing your job. If everybody just did their job, world would be a lot better place. So Howard Wilkinson, just doing your job. You did something for my club, your club, our club, and we'll be forever grateful. I think we should recognise that. So just doing your job, I think it's important. So recognise, we're talking about different people, but just doing your job, I'd love players that just do the job. I'd people that just do the job, and I wish there was more like that. But, you know, let's get off my soapbox now. So, Rob, have you got any other projects on the go at the minute that you want to talk about?
Yeah, I can't really talk about them yet because I'm just getting them in preparation. Depends which you mean.
He's got secrets again. He's doing the secrets thing. I'll look the other way now. He's got these secrets.
Say hello to David's imaginary friends, everybody.
He's like this. There's Billy up there. There's Mel up there. Who else? There's Imri up there. Look. That's my wife bought me that. My wife bought me that for Christmas. What do you think? Tell Rob he's a dick. Rob, you're a dick. No, I was just talking to the fans, you see, Rob, because we do have a lot of fans, etc. And I can't even remember where that started from. So, there's nothing you can talk about at this stage. But there will be plenty in the near future, won't there, Rob? We have got some plans, haven't we?
Yes, we have, Dave, yes. Howard Wilkinson.
Very good. Howard Wilkinson.
Yeah, hands up, everybody who thinks Howard Wilkinson should have a statue.
Look, Gary's on the back. Gary's pointing. Look, there's Howard. Howard's there. I can see him in the background. Look, Rob. He's carrying his trophy. Yes, Howard Wilkinson. Great man. Rob, anything else you want to talk about? Apart from declaring my genius?
Yeah, declare your genius. Go for it.
I'm a genius.
Okay.
I selected this man. Although he's crap, I make him look reasonable.
Story of my life. Thanks, mate.
Okay. So, is it good night time, Rob? I won't try that one. Yes.
Good night. Cheers, everybody. Nice and Revie does it.
Nice and
by the way,
Revie does it. I've told him I'm doing Revie all the time, but he thinks I am.
Yeah, that's the imaginary devil friend. Yeah, I think we'll beat Swansea.